So much suffering in the world. It's unnecessary suffering. And folks are all like anti lab grown meat. Well, if we gotta eat meat, why not grow it ourselves? I don't feel like our animals should be suffering either. But I'm obviously not of an extreme opinion about that, because you see me, I eat the cow. I love the cow. Why do they have to be so delicious? And I know y'all know I'm all woo-woo. I'm all into the UAP, UFO disclosure stuff, which is actually happening. It's coming around, you know. I mean, people can deny it. People cannot believe. But I'd just like to prepare you a little bit that in the next 5 or so years, it's going to get a little crazy. The disclosure is disclosing. And, you know, what I wish, though, is that well, I mean, they obviously feel like they have to, but firing upon those craft, that's not a good idea, y'all. That's not a great idea. My UFO experience, my personal experience, literally involved blue beams coming from the bottom of the craft, scanning a whole subdivision, neighborhood. What were they doing? Was it humans manning that spacecraft? It was just hovering over the top of this neighborhood, and it was hiding inside a cloud. And that's been a thing I've been seeing a lot. When old Abe Lincoln said, 77 years ago, our forefathers brought forth upon this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty, and dedicated to the proposition that all men, meaning humanity, is created equal. Come on now.
Hi guys, how are you doing today? My name is Kidneyjay. The J stands for jerk because my kidneys are a pair of jerks, and that was Hungry Fat Chick in her latest mukbang titled Happy 250th 4th of July All-American Sonic Feast Eating Show Mukbang, where she talks about aliens, she talks about her forefathers, she talks about taxes, she talks about changes she wants to see in the world. And how would I describe that mukbang? What do the kids say? Unhinged, I guess. I can't help but think of the quote, be the change you want to see, which means basically taking personal responsibility to embody the values you wish to witness in the world. And I see none of that from Candy. In fact, I see the opposite. Now, that was a long intro. So I'm just going to ask you to put stars and stripes on all my buttons. And I do have memberships listed down below. If you want to support my humble little channel, that way you can. But for the rest of the video, we're going to talk about Hungry Fat Chick's HIP and insurance and how it's your own responsibility, whether you're American or not, to abide by certain deadlines so you have the appropriate insurance. So we are going to look at her other mukbang, which was titled Chicken Adobo with Garlic Rice and Lumpia from Goldilocks Mukbang Eating Show.
It's so messed up though, because, and I don't even want to put it out there, but I feel like the hip is getting worse and worse and worse. And yeah, I'm fat. But it's like there's something going on over here that is just, it's like it's locked up. It doesn't bend one way or another. Now when I'm sitting down or laying in bed, it feels like it bends. But when I stand up, I'm bent over. I'm like so bent over. And then when I stand up and I go to walk, it feels like everything is like pushing down on this side. And it's like, oh, that could be bad. That could be bad. Come on, November. I don't understand why you can't just buy insurance anytime. I mean, do they just not want my money? I mean, honestly, do they just not want the money? Because I've got the money to pay for it. I've got the money to pay for the insurance. Like, take my money and let me have it. I mean, yeah, it's probably not cool that I've got like a pre-existing condition. Oh, they didn't send any kind of sauce for the lumpia.
So obviously I can relate to Hungry Fatchick with the hip pain. I had both hips replaced within a week of each other, and I don't think anyone should have to sit around in any sort of pain. However, I do recognize there is a personal responsibility to get your shit in order. Now, me, as a Canadian being, you might think all of my healthcare is handed to me. That's not the case. There are certain deadlines I have to follow. There are certain forms I have to fill out. There are certain lines I have to stand up to keep up with my health insurance. Now, those of you who don't know what I'm talking about and why Candy's talking about November is because in the United States, November sign up refers to open enrollment. That is the designated window when individuals can sign up to change or drop their health insurance plan. Now, the reason why they have this window is to stop something called adverse selection. So people can't just get insurance at any time, maybe when they're severely sick or injured and decide to enroll. And that helps keep premium costs stable because you pay year-round, not just when you're sick. Now, the problem with this whole enrollment thing is, if we go back in time, Hungry Fatchick just did not renew her insurance. We'll look at that clip, and then I'm probably going to let you go.
It really irritated me, so my whole game is off right now. It's a stupid insurance thing. Man, I tell you, healthcare is not cheap. It's not cheap. I'm just gonna like glaze over it a little bit. But up until this month, I was getting a tax credit from my health insurance. And I'm sure there was some kind of warning, but I must have not understood the memo. But my tax credit ended. And surprise, full price this month. It's just really annoying because the insurance that I have is almost $800 a month. Ow. So yeah, really annoyed. And I immediately went over, canceled my health insurance and my dental. Just because it's like I'm not using it any damn way.
So that clip was from December 2025, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'm an expert on the United States healthcare system, how your insurance works, but it seems to me that she got annoyed at the pricing and just canceled everything outright, and now we're sitting here in July with hip pain, wishing we had that insurance. Now, she said she has to wait for the enrollment period, but there are a special enrollment period or qualifying life event. And one of those life events could be moving to a different zip code. Now, if you've been around, you know, earlier this year, Hungry Fat Chick had some shenanigans, some scary situation going on at her apartment, and she said she was going to move. No moves on that. Crickets with that. Anyways, guys, if you made it this far, I appreciate you. You're a real one, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye now.
And then there's all this chicken fat. And y'all know Hungry Fat Chick loves the fat. I love fat. Oh, that was a fatty piece.